Welcome, everybody. Tension running high here prior to Game 6 of this Round 2 series. Ernie Johnson and Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We don't have any tension here, but certainly there is tension heading into this next game of the playoffs. Our game tonight featuring the Cleveland Cavaliers as they go up against the Miami Heat at American Airlines Arena. For the Heat, they've made it look easy as they progress through this postseason. Just 2 losses thus far. We'll see if they can continue their impressive play. So they'll be looking to close things out here at home. Won't be easy for them, obviously. Kenny, what mentality do they need to have to finish the series tonight?
Well, the first thing, Ernie, you got to play with confidence. You have to play with a sense of urgency. You can feed off the crowd if you do that. But most importantly, to set the tone early. Do not allow them to get any kind of glimpse of hope.
What they can't do is rely on Game 7 as a backup plan. They need to play every loose ball, all the hustle plays, avoid mistakes, compete on each possession, and then maybe they can get it done.
Got to come right out and hit him right in the mouth.
Right in the mouth.
Kind of like our show. Don't you ever want to just hit Kenny right in the mouth?
Every day.
Oh, man.
You ever want to hit Shaq in the mouth?
No, man. That's what makes me feel so bad right now.
What?
He wants to hit me. I didn't want to hit him.
You don't want to hit me.
It's hurting me right now.
I'll take it back. Strike that from the tape upstairs in production.
Thank you.
Keep it. We'll see you later.
Fans in the chorus at the American Airlines Arena. It's Game 6 of the Eastern Conference semifinals here. Welcome back to the postseason action. It's hitting up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke on our sideline. Taking a look at Miami with their hometown fans cheering them on. They'll look to close out this series and complete the upset.
And the fans will play a role tonight, guys. You can tell that already. I mean, they're determined to help this team close it out. They're treating this game like it's a Game 7, like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah, and even though it's technically not a do-or-die situation, they got to treat it that way. I mean, because if you go on the road for Game 7, that is not the inviting scenario you want. So very tough to win a deciding game under those circumstances on the road.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Thompson down low with Mozgov. Kyrie Irving is out there with Iman Shumpert. And it's Millsap at the 3 spot. And now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with David Blatt.
As they sit on the brink of elimination, I asked him if he sensed any nerves in the locker room. He assured me that no matter what the situation, he's got a group of guys that are up for any challenge. And with a win here, that challenge will become a whole lot easier, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Doris. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. The Heat getting the bucket. Here's Thompson. Can't get it to go. Some solid defense there from Freak. Here's Dragic. And Shumpert pulls it down.
Boy, he blew the easy 2 by profile. Trying to look good. That's a bad decision and poor execution.
Hit by Mozgov. Shumpert against Wade. Shumpert, no good. Heat have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Dragic kicks to Freak. Here's Whiteside. Drops it in from 11 feet.
Exactly what they want right there. Continue to get good looks.
Mozgov a screen on Dragic. Millsap sets the pick for Irving. On the wing, Thompson. Inside. Out to Shumpert. Second shot opportunity. That's good. Shumpert's got his first points of the night. The Heat have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Dragic. The shot is off. And Cleveland the other way now. They look to start a new streak after losing on Monday.
And I really felt in watching that game that they needed to abandon the three-point shot. It wasn't there. The percentage was horrific, but yet they continue to try and knock them down.
And I really think that's what did him in. I mean, sometimes it's just not there for you on the perimeter, and you can't try to shoot yourself out of a bad shooting night from outside.
They get it back. Thompson. It's tipped. Now here's Dragic. Dishes it to Freak. On the basket right side. Winslow kicks the Freak. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
The Cavaliers trailing. Outside Irving. From 10 feet out, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
It's Dragic with the drive. Winslow wide open. He fires. That's it, coming off an assist from Dragic. Winslow's got himself on the board with 3 there. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Outside jump. Here's Thompson. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish. And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
The Heat shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. That free throw missing. A different look for Miami. Evan Turner, he's checked in for Winslow. Hardaway comes in for Dwayne Wade. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Goran Dragic. And the second free throw, good. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Scola, a screen on Bledsoe. Calderon dishes to Scola. Here's Pachulia. Good on the baseline, Jay.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jump.
And Greg, that's just good basketball. Come on, good basketball there. Clean look from that range. He's got to take it.
Here's Freak following the score by Cleveland. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
The Heat making a switch here. Stoudemire's checked in. Now here's Freak. He's got 6, just 5 to shoot. And there's Hardaway. That's good on the assist by Bledsoe.
Yeah, really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Bledsoe against Calderon. They set the pick to the left wing. Here's Scola. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. Calderon for 3. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now here's Turner looking for his first basket still in this one. That's the Freak outside for Bledsoe. Hardaway for 3. Calderon pulls it in. The Cavaliers have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Here's Pachulia. The shot's good on the assist by Calderon.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Freak passes to Hardaway. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Freak to the paint. And Hardaway gets it to go.
It really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
The Cavaliers have gone even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. Scola left side. And he gets the bucket.
And both teams on fire from the opening tip.
Well, I don't doubt it, Greg. We're going to have an entertaining game of basketball here today. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that's the case.
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Cavaliers ahead. They lead by 1. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. And Cavs head coach David Blatt beginning his NBA career after a long and illustrious career coaching over in Europe. Talked about the difference coaching abroad.
There's just a lot more practice time. And when the games come, you're still playing 2, maximum 3 times a week. You know, here you could be playing 4 or 5 times a week, and your practice time is going to be limited, and your ability to change things is going to be limited. You know, adjustments can and will be made and should be made, but you got to be a lot more pointed.
And Blatt, one of the most successful American coaches in European basketball history, Clark, and he's done a great job in his first season with the Cavaliers in the NBA, but nothing he did overseas certainly can compare to this.
And, you know, that's why, Kevin, people always talk about it in terms of being a marathon and not a sprint. There's nothing that compares to the NBA grind. Nothing is comparable to it.
And thanks for tuning in as we get back to the action of our broadcast here of Game 6. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Cavaliers.
You've got to like the consistency with which they're hitting that mid-range jump.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. Thompson down low with Bosdog, and it's Millsap in at the small forward. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris.
Well, Cav Freak in the last matchup against the Cavaliers just played phenomenal basketball. He finished with 13 points and really caused problems for shooters with his shot blocking, swatting away any look at the basket. A very big statement in what was an important Game 5 win for his team. Can they do it again in Game 6, guys?
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, he ought to. I mean, when you've got a thoroughbred like him, I think you've got to ride him for as long as he'll carry you.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think you got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Winslow's checked in for Miami. Dragic comes in for Eric Bledsoe. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Shepard's checked in. Now here's Millsap, and the shot is good. Millsap's got the lead up to 1 now for Cleveland. And Miami's shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall?
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Here's Dragic, and he lays it straight in. Dragic has got his first points in this one.
And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead, Jim.
Too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play. It has been impressive.
Now, here is Irving. On the top of the key, Stoudemire grabs the miss.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Dragic with it. He's picked up by Millsap. Dragic kicks it away. And it's good. Off through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Whiteside's checked in for Stoudemire.
What's up?
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Irving drives in. Here's Shepard. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Shumpert's got his second bucket tonight.
You know, he's always thinking. That's what I like about him. Spotted the open man and immediately changed out of his shot and gave it up.
Now here's Winslow. He started closer. Good work defensively by Millsap.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Mozgov's shot is off. The Heat with the lead. In transition, here comes Miami. Played with the ball. The layup missed. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 6 in the field in the second quarter so far. Here's Irving. And Whiteside sends it back. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's the screen. The feed to McRoberts. This one for 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Miami.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the open man and getting some easy baskets.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
That's good for Moscow. A different look for Miami. Freaks checked in for Josh McRoberts. Hardaway is subbed in for Dwayne Wade. And then for Cleveland, Luis Scola. He's checked in for Johnson. Nick Stauskas comes in for Paul Millsap. And it's Calderon in for Irving. That misses, so he splits the free throws. The Heat leading by 4. Dragic with it. Scola covering. Scola against Dragic. He dishes it to Freak. Shot clock at 6. There's Winslow. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
One-handed. He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
Calderon dishes to Stauskas. Outside jumper. Back to Scola. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 6 rebounds in the game.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Now here's Hardaway. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. And Freak throws it down.
And they can up the ante a little bit there after that basket.
Yeah, you know, their lead's increasing, and they've got to be feeling better and better about the way this game is starting to play out now. So we'll see if they can close it out.
That's good.
Yeah, you're making things far too easy for him when you let him get it that deep.
I echo that. Ditto. I mean, you've got to do your work early.
Patience. Patience. Taking early threes is leading to long rebounds, which equal to transition points. Make the defense move, and let's pass up a good shot for a great shot. Let the game come to you. We're forcing the issue too much.
First checked in for Miami. Bledsoe comes in for Goran Dragic. Pachulia, he's checked in for Cleveland. Smith comes in for Shumpert. And so here is Miami. 6-point game. Bledsoe kicks to Turner. Freak with it. Scola's there. Passes it to Freak. Back to Turner. Good ball movement here by Miami. 5 to shoot. Bledsoe passes to Freak. Hardaway from outside. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Now, here is Smith. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
No good from Bledsoe. The Cavaliers trail by 7.
I'd like to see him use a little clock here.
I agree with you. Milk the clock with this possession. That's what they've got to be doing.
Calderon kicks to Scope. Some solid defense from Freak.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Heat lead by 9. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Dwayne Wade. And Dwayne, what about your defense do you need to sustain here into the second half?
That's what's going to win this game for us. You know, that's a good offensive team. We can't give the second 10 points. We can't come out in the second half and turn the ball over. So if we're going to win, it's going to be a defensive end.
Dwayne, thank you, guys. He knows the job is just half done.
All right, Doris, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And we welcome you back here to the broadcast of the Eastern Conference semifinals. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And he really just broke out the entire arsenal of post moves there in that first half.
And I think he might even have a few more tricks up his sleeve. I mean, he'll break them out as we start heading down the stretch. I'm sure of that.
The Cavaliers trail by 9. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. Whiteside is out there with Freak, and it's Winslow in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Miami. 13 feet away, and the shot is long.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
Freak gets the Dragic. He feeds it to Wade, pulls it up. No good. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Irving with it. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact here. That's on Goran Dragic. The Cavaliers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. Both free throws good for Irving.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Wade outside. Now here's Freak. Mozgov covering. Good. 7 points for Dwayne Wade.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The Cavaliers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. first one falls for him. Amari Stoudemire is checked in for Whiteside. And so Thompson nails both of them. The Heat leading by 5. Dragic with it. He's picked up by Irving. Winslow dishes to Freak. Kicks it to Winslow beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Cleveland. To the paint. Here's Shumpert. And Winslow pulls it down.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Yeah, at this level, you got to make that shot. It's plain and simple. You got to knock that one down. Oh, he's just tangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Posts. Rotate over and make your presence felt. Quit being so soft.
And now, let's give you a look at the players who have stood out at taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. Second is Dwayne Wade.
Well, you always want to shoot a high percentage, and that goes back to the kind of shots you get. There's no better time than the postseason to knock down most of the shots that you take.
The Cavaliers trail by 7. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. The screen from Thompson. And Shumpert kicks to Millsap. To the paint. Thompson misses.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Rockets the pass to Freak. He tries for 3. And Shumpert pulls it down. The Cavaliers have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Irving dishes to Mozgov. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Yeah, heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
To the wing right side. Freak kicks to Stoudemire. The basket drops, and he gets fouled in the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Well, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Free throw, no good for Stoudemire. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Shoots from the elbow. Here's Mozgov. And it's Miami with the rebound. Outside Irving. Here's Millsap. Will not go. This is off the front line. That's good. Millsap's got 6.
And he just big boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
We got to be more physical on defense.
And the Heat making a change here. Bledsoe's checked in. Then for the Cavaliers. Pachulia, who's checked in for Mozgov. And Smith subbed in for Iman Shumpert.
Quit being so soft.
Miami leading by 5. Wade passes to Bledsoe. Freak with it. Working on Thompson. Shot's good by Bledsoe.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Here's Thompson. Got a hand on it. Wade against Wilson. Wade outside. To the middle. Here's Freak. Out to Wade. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Freak dishes to Stoudemire. And that one's good.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
And some changes here for the Heat. Turner comes in for Dwayne Wade. And Hardaway is subbed in for Goran Dragic. Cleveland also making some changes. Scola comes in for Tristan Thompson. And Stauskas subbed in for Paul Millsap. Now here's Irving. 6 points for him. Scola, a screen on Hardaway. On its way from Irving for 2. Stauskas, yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 3rd assist on the night. The Heat leading by 7. They set the pick. And Bledsoe, here we go. Hardaway from outside. Here's Freak. Feeds to Stoudemire, and there's the 3-second violation. Whiteside's checked in for Miami. .130 left in the 3rd quarter. And here is Irving. Off the screen. And it's Freak with the rebound. Freak's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Back to Hardaway. The dish to Freak. Just 5 on the clock. The lead pushed to double digits. And that's now 7 points for Eric Bledsoe.
Don't underestimate him. He can knock that down.
Irving gets to Smith. Screen by Scola. Smith drives in. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. It's deflected, and it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. There's 47 seconds left in the 3rd. Stauskas kicks to Irving. Just 4 to shoot. Over Freak. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. 8 points for Kyrie Irving. The Heat leading by 8. Up top, Bledsoe, covered by Irving. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. Lays it in off the breakaway. Irving's got 10 points.
I mean, he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the 2nd.
They set the pick. And Bledsoe, here we go. It's stolen by Smith. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Stauskas, the pass to Irving. No one near Smith as he lets it go. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there. Now, Freak. That will count. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. It's been a good one. Heat out front, up 4. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. And thanks for joining us once more as we get set to continue our coverage of the Eastern Conference Semis. The Heat leading by 4. On the court for Cleveland. Thompson down low with Mozgov. Amon Shepard is out there with Irving. And it's Millsap in at the small forward position. And it's blocked. Shepard against Wade. Pass to Dragic. Freak dishes to Dragic. Steps back and shoots. There's Freak. Tries again. Mozgov with the block. Here's Millsap. Here's Irving.
Well, Irving has simply been great. 10 points now and 3 great steals. It's been a really complete performance for him today.
In part, he's made a huge impact at both ends of the floor.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. No good on the second free throw.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Dragic kicks the free. Wade passes the free. Irving with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance. And it's snubbed in by Millsap.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And that one's good. Free.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they built this lead for themselves here.
Doris Burke has some information for us, Doris.
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard David Blatt as he addressed his team. He talked mainly about giving them a different look defensively and dropping more bodies into the paint, saying, listen, they're eating us up on the inside, and we need to do whatever it takes to stop it. Guys, back to you.
Now, here's Irving. On the wing, Thompson. He kicks to Millsap. Shot clock at 6. To tie it up. Cleveland the rebound. There's Mozgov. Good work defensively by Stoudemire.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Winslow with it. Guarded now by Irving. Winslow dishes to Freak. And it's Wade in the corner. And there's the pass to Stoudemire. Here's Dragic from outside. Count the bucket. Now it's a 6-point Heat lead.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch. And he did it perfectly. They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Stoudemire, the screen, off the screen, and the layup good by Winslow.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
Completely agree with that, Clark. They need stops and really can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are nice, high percentage looks.
Now here's Dragic, following the miss by Paul Millsap. Dragic with it. He's picked up by Irving. Wade kicks to Stoudemire. There's Winslow. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Thompson's got 4 rebounds in this game. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. We'll shoot one more at the free throw line. That sends Kyrie Irving to the free throw line. That's on Goran Dragic. Whiteside's checked in for Stoudemire. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Heat.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, and the other thing that they've done well is they've really attacked the gaps of the defense with quick, decisive drives down the lane.
Now here's Dragic to the paint. The jump hook and Freak with a nice bucket inside. And the Heat lead by 5.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on the clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Here's Wade following the basket by Kyrie Irving. High arcing shot. Shumpert gets a wide open look. Offensive rebound. Thompson with the bucket.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Now here's Freak. Lights on the screen. Out to the right wing. Here's Winslow. Dishes at the Freak. Shot clock at 5. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Smith has checked in. That one misses for Dragic. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Millsap passes to Irving. Pass to Smith. To the paint. And it's blocked by Whiteside. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside. And Miami making a change here. Bledsoe's checked in.
We're playing too much on the perimeter. Let's look to dump the ball inside.
.122 left in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. Irving can't get it to go. The Heat leading by 3. Inside. Lets it go from 11. That's good from Wade on the assist from Eric Bledsoe. And that's now 9 points for Wade. Here's Irving. Now the feed to Thompson. Eric Bledsoe grabs the miss.
You love the closeout on that possession.
Excellent defense. Active, and he made it a very tough shot for him.
51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 5 to shoot. Wade with no one around. But they get it back.
Snatch down the long bounce and down another possession.
And Freak throws it down.
And with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is secure.
I'm almost ready to go there with you, partner. Not quite. I'm hanging around at that 98% mark. So it's just about done, but we need a little more evidence to close the book on. Checking out the game Paul Millsap is having. He has 8 points and a pretty good rebounding performance from him also.
And Clark, he's been terrific in terms of his positioning and boxing out very well also. Just battling hard on every possession.
No luck that time either. So it's Miami now. They've led by as much as 10. Passes it to Freak. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Bledsoe outside. Clock at 4. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Now, here is Irving. Shoots the 3. Missed. And so the Miami Heat have won the series. A 4-2 victory for them in the second round. And now they find themselves just 4 wins away from a spot break in the NBA Finals.
And it won't be easy. Conference finals never are. I'm sure they're confident right now coming off of this huge win. But, Kevin, they've still got a lot of work to do before they put their hands on any trophy.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Brooks, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, guys, I'm here with Goran Dragic. And Goran, what a nice show the team put on for your fans tonight.
Yeah, great win for us, for our fans. They were amazing. Because these kind of games is really enjoying to play. I really fascinating on every play, defense and offense, and I'm really happy that we won that game.
You enjoyed it, and we enjoyed it. Thank you, Goran. Guys, back to you.
Doris, thank you as always. That'll do it for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference Semifinals. For Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now we'll send it up to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who is standing by for the post-game show.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He was the steady and reliable hand throughout the game tonight, stepping into more of a leadership role in this performance tonight.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
He gave them an enormous lift tonight, make sure they're moving on to the conference finals. He said, you know what, give me the ball, let me go to work. This is barbecue chicken soup play with a diet soda.
So that's the finale of this round 2 series of the NBA playoffs for Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. I'm Ernie Johnson. Now on to what should be an amazing conference finals coming up in just a few days. We will see you again soon.